You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
The AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California. Presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AFTERBUZZ TV's Mistresses After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's Mistresses After Show.
Hello, everybody. A small break, and we are back for Mistress Monday. Bing is for doing, and we're doing the after show for Indecent Proposals.
Good
my God.
Best episode this season.
You know, dare I say it was the best episode?
Yes.
Oh my God.
So much juicy stuff to talk about.
We got to get into it. First off, I'm Jeffrey Masters. Joining me is...
I am Jessica Carroll. I'm Tess Nielsen.
All right. Naz is unfortunately sick, but she'll be back next week. Do not worry.
Naz, get better.
Okay, so what do we think? Karen and Sam, they do it.
I knew that was going to happen. I think
you?
I called that. I think that was my prediction last episode.
Well, I apologize, because if it was, I probably rolled my eyes. I did not see that coming at all.
I could tell that Karen likes the creeps.
Yeah, I could see it coming, but they are so awkward. They are
It was
not
so
a good
weird.
pair. Oh.
Yeah. So now she's had sex with the father and the son.
Yeah, that's weird. And
Good job, Karen.
She literally just ripped it off. There was no hesitation there.
No, that was a little awkward too, but
I know.
Well, she can cross that off her bucket list.
Yeah, right. Doing everybody.
Kid and
the mom's next.
God.
What is there? Just
Lord,
kidding.
she would
You
baby.
never know.
You know, Jocelyn gay. I'm ready for Karen.
Yeah,
I
Karen's
mean,
next.
she is Asian. Oh my God, if I actually said that, just kidding. What? Is that her like emotional state that like allowed her to do that? What is that?
I hope to think, because in the very beginning, I loved the side of Karen that she showed when she was in Savi's office, where she was like, damn it, I'm not going down without a fight.
Yeah, that was a great scene.
Yeah, I love that. I was like, good for you, Karen. Like, fine, like I like the spark in you. And then I was hoping at the end when she was like hooking up with Sam, I kind of felt like that was like, you know, like a handshake, like deal. You're gonna be my
You're on my
alibi.
side.
I'm gonna do you. You're
that's
welcome.
interesting.
We have a
Almost like she's tired of being like the buttoned up like shrink who's always helping everybody. She wants to like just be a bad girl.
I just think she can't resist. I mean,
Sam's charm.
Sam and the dad, and she wanted a little piece of her lover, and she could see it through the son, which is very weird.
Yeah.
But I think that's it. She was in her way saying thank you by sleeping with him.
Yeah, it was crazy. And that scene we're talking about in Savannah's office, she was crazy and unreasonable, and it was like not a Karen we've seen, and I loved it.
Yeah.
That's exactly how you should feel and be acting when your whole life is about to be destroyed.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
And when your best friend hasn't like, I don't know. I mean, that is a weird line that like she's a lawyer. She knew this was happening. She didn't tell her. Like she took herself off the case, but she revealed so much information already. Like she should have given her the heads up to say like, hey, by the by, you're gonna get served.
Right.
And not pizza.
But it is true because her life is on the line, whereas Savi's job is on the line. Like that's a
Yeah.
little bit different, even though Savi has already told enough information. And I just thought that Karen was standing up for herself.
Totally.
And I loved how Savi was like, if you need a lawyer, you know, I can recommend one.
Recommend one.
That was so
Okay.
crazy.
Not me, obviously.
But like, what could Savi have told her besides giving her a heads up? Like, what could have happened?
Well, yeah, but she didn't give her a heads up.
I know, but like, I don't know what else she could have told her to like help the situation. You know?
Well, that's it. I
don't
think
know.
that would have done something.
I guess nobody knows. I guess that's why she didn't.
That's why. Maybe we'll find out next episode.
I know, but I'm interested. I hope there's like a court proceeding. What if they bring in the cast of Law and Order and it's like,
Crossover.
And who would have thought that the attorney was from Sam?
oh,
Yeah,
I
I
had no
liked
idea.
that.
I thought for sure Savi was the one that was like, you need this help.
Dude, I was weirded out that whole scene because she says, you have a like powerful friend. And I said, okay, what does that mean? And then she starts telling her all that information.
Yeah.
I was like, can we trust this girl?
Yeah, I thought that was kind of sketchy and how she was trying to make her lie. Like,
Yeah.
no, you weren't alone. You have a lot of friends. You're very social, even though we know she's not very social.
Yeah, also like for like lawyer laws, like can they not tell the client like, no, listen, we gotta cheat for this one, like you need to lie, I don't care. Like can they not say that? Do they
I
like
don't
actually
think so.
legally have to
I think
say?
that's a little bit against
I
the
think they just have to
guidelines.
Yeah, they just have to hint.
Let me throw something out there. If I were Karen, I wouldn't be so quick to believe that this well-dressed chick who comes into my office, unannounced, uninvited,
Right.
is
No proof.
really a lawyer.
Yeah.
And she was like,
Did
tell
we
her
sign a
everything.
retainer here? Did we sign a retainer?
At least
Did I
look
see your law
at least
degree?
Google her, look her up. Did they cut that scene? I just was having flashbacks to Miranda where she paid the actor to pose as a
God.
lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, pay to act like a lawyer now.
Right?
And we saw on the next on for next week that Karen says, you betrayed me, basically to
Yeah.
Sam. You gonna help me to just betray me? So
Who knows with that one?
I know.
Sam's sketchy all over the place.
He looks sketch.
I know.
He looks sketch, and everything that he's involved with, I just,
They're a sketchy couple.
yeah.
and he's barely hit puberty.
Yeah, he looks like he's 12.
Totally. And I think that this storyline out of all of them has been really slow to churn. We haven't found out that much new stuff out over the course of the season. So this episode was like, bam.
Yes.
They went all the way.
I know.
I
Fast-
course.
I want Sam's mom to walk in on them. Oh yes, that would be so good.
Oh my God.
Can that please
Tess,
happen?
how
Tess,
could you?
please.
Oh, you have a wicked mind.
That'd be even better.
Stop it. Are you writing for this show? Just kidding. Okay, we need to talk about Savannah, the Harry Dom little triangle.
man.
So good.
Harry, no, Dom is on the Dom, man.
Your team dog.
Tess's favorite.
Team Dom.
Dom was on the
Boo.
prowl.
Oh, for sure. Especially when talking with Joss, he was like,
yeah.
"Oh, I'm a great lawyer."
What did he say? I wrote it down.
Me too, I wrote it down too.
Life's a negotiation, and I'm
Yeah.
a great lawyer.
Oh, that is
She's
so hot.
My sister loves Harry, her husband.
Yeah, but like the whole writing team of the Mistresses couldn't come up with a better phrase, really.
I liked that.
Oh, Tess.
I liked that because he's like, A, I'm not intimidated by whatever you think. I'm not going to fight with you. I'm not going to lie to you and say that I'm not trying to get this girl. I'm just going to say,
Cheese
And what?
balls.
Because life is a negotiation.
Cheese balls. That's all I heard. Come on.
I liked that. I didn't think it was cheesy.
You know, life's a conversation. We're just hosts.
Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know which one you're gonna pick.
That's good. Did you make that up?
Yeah.
Good. I like it.
I think another good line from that whole Savi Dom Harry scenario was when Savi tried to call Harry, and you could tell like she was really lonely. She's probably having like her pregnancy hormones and everything, and she calls Harry to, you know, get some advice on fixing the shower, and he says, Savi, I can't do Aussie accent. You're gonna need to start doing this stuff on your own, you know.
I know.
That was pretty
So-
harsh.
Ouch. So yeah, I'm gonna find somebody else who can do it for me.
Yeah, it's harsh. She cheated on him, is pregnant with an TBD baby.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
first of all, Harry was very harsh there.
Yeah.
I mean, he showed no sympathy. He wasn't like, oh, call a plumber. Like, he didn't give her any help. And Savi, first of all, she's a big-time lawyer. She supposedly raised Jocelyn. Come on. I have a feeling that A, she knows how to buy groceries. B, she knows how to call up someone to help her. Or even do it yourself. Like, this morning I just fixed my shower. And if I can do it, I'm pretty sure Savi can do it.
Wow, you should
Yeah.
go over to Savi's
mean-
house, help her out.
I can buy my own groceries.
I feel like she's having like a mini breakdown, and it's not that she can't buy groceries. It's just like, ugh.
But she
and like
said
the
in the
shower
past
thing.
6 years, I haven't bought groceries.
Yeah, well, because her man's the chef of the house.
You can
It's
stand
not a
up for
good.
her. I'm
It's
just
not.
saying.
It's not a good thing, but I understand.
Yeah, I also think she's in like the moping period of like,
Yeah.
woe is me, my life sucks, and like, she's gonna get over eventually because she obviously is a strong character, but like she needs like to have this like week or two of like watching TV and like Netflix saying Orange is the New Black and like ordering ice cream, you know?
Yeah. I guess. So, and the fact that Harry ran into Dom there.
No, it's not good.
It was not good, but she did go to Harry first, ask for his help. He denied, so she was going to go to Dom, find a new person.
Totally. And something that happened a lot in this episode, which I think is so like theatrical and like television nature, is you're having a heated conversation and somebody says something you don't like and you say, okay, fine, and you walk away and nobody in the show follows after them. They don't say like, hey, Harry, wait, I'm sorry. Wait, Richard, just kidding. Like, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
let me explain to you this like problem. They just let them go.
Scene cut.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but where's this conflict resolution?
Right.
Who's writing this?
Next episode, that's what.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It also struck me that obviously a big problem of ours is that we do not know the paternity of the baby. And how dare she not tell them? I think it is the most selfish thing that she can do. And they were having that whole conversation with Dom's about her being a single mother. That was by choice.
Yeah.
She could have found out whose baby it is, and either one of them would have said, I will raise it for you.
Exactly.
I think Dom's got money on that it's his, and I think that's why he's so invested. I think he has
he's
a lot
hoping.
of confidence in his
And
soldiers.
they're
For
fast
the
swimmers.
one night, I don't know. I'm still totally Team Harry. Just like Jocelyn said, I will not be wearing the Dom shirt.
Right.
That was good. I
I
like
am
that.
all for Harry. Team Harry right here. We know who she's for.
Right.
Dom, what about you?
I'm for marriage, baby. Team Harry.
Team Harry all
Scout's
the way.
honor.
Girl
I just think-
or against you?
I'm sorry. We'll get Naz to break it for us.
Yeah.
But I just think that like if you don't want to be a single mother and you want someone to be there to fix your shower, find the paternity out.
Open it. You have it. I cannot believe that she's not opening it. She's torturing the men
Right.
and herself and the baby. For like, a baby should not be raised and born without knowing who the father
Right.
is.
Parenting a child is a two-person job.
Yes.
Do yourself a favor, find out who's the baby daddy.
Yeah.
So I think last episode we saw that Joss was given the envelope,
Mm-hmm.
right? Do you think she opened it, and would you guys open it if you were her?
I think I would have to open it. I would just have to know.
I would 100% open it.
I would open it.
Okay.
But I would lie and said that I didn't.
I would open it, and depending on the results, knowing me, because I'm not the best at keeping secrets, I would probably tell, but only depending on, if it was Harry, I would just come out and say, listen, it's Harry's baby.
Who would
Go
you tell?
back to
You would
him.
tell Savi?
Yeah.
But she doesn't want to know.
But I would say, because
Then maybe you should just
it
tell
would-
Harry and.
Okay, yeah,
him
maybe I would
slide
tell
in.
Harry.
I think at this point, though, since she's made this horrible decision not to tell anybody because she doesn't know, either choice will now be a win-win situation. Because like they both
Yeah.
like want her back.
Yeah.
Harry would come back if it was his child.
For sure.
And Don Brady has her.
She is basically the luckiest single mother in the history of knocked up chicks.
Yeah, and I
You have
think
two options. They both want you.
Right. And they're both like well off, good looking.
and I think
Funny.
if both men at this point are still having like conversations with her and wanting to help her with things and like I don't know, talking to her, she's winning.
Yeah.
That's not real. I don't know. I just I hope we like get to that before
I
the
want
season
Joss
finale.
to open it, and you're right, tell one of the boys.
Or how about this? Joss will tell April. April tells Karen, and then Savannah reads it on like the bathroom stall wall. I think that's probably gonna happen.
Yeah.
Right? Oh my. Okay, I checked it, but don't check my Twitter. She tweets it.
No.
Social media. No. It's on Instagram.
It's on Instagram and Facebook.
Okay, I got a baby tattoo. We'll fill it in black or white, whatever your choice. It's a metaphor. And speaking of black and white, we have the Richard April relationship.
Oh,
Just kidding. I was the Richard Paul like fight SmackDown.
Pretty boy versus dead man criminal.
I know. So is the issue that April cannot go to the police because she'll lose all that money?
I think
No.
she's saying her issue is her kid finding out. It's
Yeah.
traumatizing. I
Oh,
kind of
right.
believe that.
I'm gonna make a big statement and say that Lucy is the star of the show. She's my favorite character personally.
Very cute.
She's adorable, but I have to say, I lost my father, and if my father was still alive, depending on no matter if he faked his death or no matter if he was away for 5 years, I would do anything to see my father again. I would be so mad, but just to like spend one more day and hear it from him and be able to see him one more time and spend one more day with him.
Yeah.
The fact that she is not letting Lucy know that her father's still alive, even though he's a horrible person and he faked his death and he did it all for all the wrong reasons, still, he is her father. And she needs to spend the rest of her life with her dad no matter what. And so I think that if my dad was still out there, I wouldn't care what he did. I wouldn't care if he was in jail. I would go visit him in jail because I like
Totally.
dream about spending one more second with my dad.
I think it's a great point. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, April is a good mom, and I'm sure she doesn't want to be the mom who lied to her daughter and kept such a huge thing from her daughter. And then, of course, she's going to find out, like, I don't know, when she's 16, 18 or whatever, and then hate her mother.
Right.
And then have to track down her father somewhere, you know.
And she would also, like, partially hate her father, too, for
Yeah, then she'll have nothing.
And then she would just be stuck in this hole hating her mom and her dad, but they're still her family.
I'm with Richard's trying to push April, you know, like maybe she needs to know.
Exactly.
She needs to know this. And I think Richard's right. I think Richard really, I liked him before. I love him now.
Yeah.
Like he really he stood up to Paul. I love the little thing where he took the $100 bill and was like, here, and the guy's like, I don't need your money. I think you do, and put it in his pocket.
Yeah.
I love that. That was hot.
Yeah, I think we've seen such a change in Richard also. He was so scared of like any kind of drama or issues before. Like he didn't even want to talk to April. He's running, and now he's like confronting them with a fist.
Right.
You know, but I think it's so nice that he like wants to help her out.
I think that he recognized this is an amazing woman and I want to help her out because A, I could see a future with her, and B, I want to get this creep away from her, and all he wants is to see his daughter.
Right.
And so he's right. They should all just go to the police, come clean, and let the daughter see her dad.
So do you think that April's not letting Paul see Lucy because it really would like shake up her crazy 6-year-old mind, like my dad's back from the dead, or is it just selfishly that you did this effed up thing to me and I'm holding it against you?
I think it's a little bit of both. I mean, if I was a 6-year-old and I 3 years later found out that my dad faked his death, I mean, that is just a screwed up situation. But then again, I think she is doing it very selfishly because her dad is still alive.
Yeah.
Like, how dare you keep my father from me no matter what the circumstances?
Yeah. Also, I mean, selfishly, like, and rightfully so, April has to know that if Lucy finds this out, she's going to want to see him a lot, and that's going to shake up their entire world.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's 75% selfish, and the rest of it is truly like, I don't traumatize her all over again.
Yeah. And just like co-parenting even with a dead parent who's back and poor. And just why would Paul not think about this beforehand? You know? Don't do that to your child.
And even just knowing the fact that, oh my God, my dad chose to basically spend the rest of his life without me in it.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? Maybe it would mess up her mind, and maybe April is right. But coming from me, not having a dad, I would just,
of course,
like live for that moment, that day. But I don't know. I mean,
thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Do you think that I don't know if they told us, but the Miranda's son, was she pregnant with him when Paul faked his death, or was that like an after the fact thing?
I don't remember.
Because he died 3 years ago, right?
Right.
So it must have been during the facts. I don't think the son's younger than 3.
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't place him age. I don't even seen him in a while. He was cute, though.
He was cute, the fro. I remember
Bring
the
him
fro.
back.
Yeah.
I want to see a show with just the kids on the show.
The little girl has a real cute little fro too.
Yeah.
She
I know,
kind
it
of
runs in the
teases it out.
family.
I like it.
Oh, and that's another thing they would have to say. By the way, you've got a half brother.
Yeah. See, I don't know. This whole.
That's true. You can't.
I don't know the right answer, but from April's perspective, like their family gets a lot more intertwined with Paul's family if he comes back from the dead,
Right.
quote unquote.
And she's a single child, so it's not just like another random brother or sister. No, like this is your only sibling.
Definitely
That's a lot.
April's daughter's life would turn into chaos.
It's a game changer, 100%.
100%. And if she keeps it a secret, her life would stay just as it is.
Yeah.
But then, if you think down the road, I mean, eventually you're gonna find your dad.
And I mean, so in this episode though, April shows Paul the photo album and like walks him through like birthdays and celebrations and the red velvet cupcakes that they make every year for his birthday.
Sweet.
Is it going to be good enough for him though?
I don't think so. I think that was
so.
a teaser.
Exactly.
I think it's gonna make him want to see her even more, knowing that, you know, she did this, and oh, I want to thank her for this, and oh, I want to be there for this, and oh, her first boyfriend kiss, or when, like, it's gonna think like when she walks down the aisle at her marriage, I want to be that guy walking her down.
Yeah.
Not, you know, her grandpa or her mom or whatever.
And
or
if he does like enter back in her life, sitting on the next aisle over will be Miranda and this like stepson, half brother.
I don't know why, but I got a vibe when Miranda was around that he wasn't that into her.
No, I don't think
I feel
so
like
either.
he's like, ugh.
Yeah.
I've been with this chick for the past 3 years. I'm so over her. I need a new life. Are you available?
They have the weirdest chemistry, like the weirdest couple.
They don't look great together.
Yeah, I liked Miranda a lot before we had her and Paul in the same like scenes.
Right.
And I was like, wait, how does this like fit? How are you, like, no offense, because it's like, it was great casting, but how are you going to pick Miranda over beautiful April?
Exactly.
It's the Glenn Close thing when you cheat on your hot girl with a
Yeah.
that's when your girl gets really mad.
Yeah.
Really, you couldn't even really.
I know. And speaking of people that went mad, the Adventures of Serial Buddies.
Oh, so
Oh
good.
my God, so funny.
So funny.
Our co-creators and executive producers, Maria Menounos and Kevin Undergaro, created Adventures of Serial Buddies, a serial butter.
Butter?
It's
Butter?
sticks of butter walking around killing human beings.
Walking butter zombies.
And to get out of it, they melt. Yeah, more or less. It's like Dumb and Dumber meets Dexter meets Real Housewives of
Meets
New Jersey.
Amazingness.
Meets Amazingness meets Flubber.
And butters.
And butter. And Aunt Jemima's in it. Glenn Close is not in it. Harry Winkler voices it.
Kathy Lee Gifford is hilarious in it.
Maria Menounos
is great.
Two Broke Girls. Oh my God, so many people. We can't name them all. But when you go to iTunes or serialbuddies.com, you help to support our beautiful state-of-the-art studios in Los Angeles, California. You help us reach you across the country and across the 7 seas. You help us do so many wonderful things for you that we do commercial-free and without pay. So for this only $4.99, you will help us make joyful AfterBuzz videos the rest of time.
Yes.
And many more. Huzzah.
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 Rate us
And
5
you can
stars
see
on
Maria
iTunes.
Menounos, who is nominated. I'm not sure if she won yet, but you should vote for hottest bikini bod.
Oh my God.
Did you guys
I'm
see her
voting.
on? She was just on Women's Fitness.
Oh.
She already won, in my opinion.
For sure.
I've never seen abs like that.
Oh,
she's in the tiniest bikini. I've never seen abs like
She's
that.
gorgeous inside and out. I have to like vent a little bit.
Get this off your chest,
gorgeous
please.
Inside and
Let it out.
She's talented. She's tall. She's athletic. She's amazing.
Smart.
And sorry, this is kind of a little off topic, but she just made her reappearance on WWE the other night.
Yes.
This is cute. She's really
At LA Live.
Maria Menounos is everywhere right now.
And so.
And in Serial Buddies.
Buy it. Yes, ma'am.
So speaking of girl crushes, Jocelyn.
Oh my God. Okay, we haven't talked about the fashion yet. Ding, 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 Jessica. What do you think about that corset?
Well, she wore it to the right place.
Yeah.
That was true.
That's true.
The fact that she wanted to wear it out with April kind of scares me. But she did wear it out to the right place. And I have to say, I would love to party with Jocelyn. And what was that club? Have you guys ever
I was wondering what that
heard
was.
of that club in
No.
LA?
There is a lot of
Burlesque.
yeah, burlesque. I want to say it's not lap dance. There are a lot of burlesque shows out there in LA, like
Yeah.
especially in Hollywood. But I don't know what that place was. It looked pretty cool.
There was the one that closed in Hollywood. It was with a V name. I forget the name.
I can't remember.
But, topless girls with tassels dancing.
Yeah.
I went every night. But,
secret
yeah,
smell.
I don't know. Jocelyn and Alex, I was shocked that they were official. Like, I know that happened last episode, but I just kind of thought it wasn't.
I think it's not. I think it's cute. She's really into her.
I know. I like that.
I do too.
I like that they're not
And
making a face.
And it's changed her. Like, she's not all going out, slutting it up anymore. She has, like, a real commitment to a girl.
Yeah, and I like that Olivier noticed.
Yeah.
That was
like,
nice.
I like the way you carry.
You guys are gonna hate me. I'm totally team Olivier. Alex is so boring in comparison. I was so
Can we turn her
thrilled
mic off?
to see them
turn it off.
together.
You can go back to the future with Olivier.
I think I loved seeing Joss this episode because she was so much fun, and there was somebody who wanted her to be fun and was really supporting. Whereas Savi, is like trying to, is always like the responsible one. Alex is always kind of like, she wouldn't be into that type of thing. She's not like fun
Yeah.
party. Olivier, even though he doesn't seem like a big partier himself, I feel like he was really amused by Joss, and he kind of like, I feel like he
Yeah.
brought out the best in her. That is the Joss that I know and love.
Well, that's funny because I love this Joss because Alex is making her a really good girlfriend, and she's bringing like a air of truth to the character, whereas like she got too crazy and too wild. Like a new guy every episode becomes a little bit like. I don't want to say stale, but it's just a little too much out there.
Gives her
like,
more depth. Yeah.
same
yeah, I love
old,
seeing her in this like new light.
Right. And I have to disagree. I think it's not Olivier bringing that side out in her. I think it is Alex. Alex is showing her what it's like to actually care for one person and to kind of feel love and feel like I am important to one person, so I'm not going to screw this up.
Yeah.
And of course, he is now, you always want what you can't have. So now that Joss is not interested in Olivia, he's like, I didn't see this side in you, and now I'm kind of interested.
Well, because it makes her look classier too. Like,
Yeah.
'cause hitting on your boss on his very first day of work, that's not that classy.
No.
So of course he was like,
And he
at
finally
first.
respects her
He
work-wise.
does. Yeah, I think he respects her all around now. I do.
This show, you never know like what episode will like start and like the show turns on the chemistry between characters. You're like, oh, it's them this time. I don't know. I like that. When they were getting in the DeLorean though, I was like, how many drinks did they have? This is LA.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, they called the police. I thought they were gonna have like a DUI together.
Oh, for sure. Especially when Joss got in the driver's seat, I was like, oh, God.
I know. That was a really cute moment though with the DeLorean, how he loves Back to the Future.
I thought it was
The doors. It was kind of funny, actually. I would like to go for a ride in that.
Yeah, I love it.
Not with him, though.
I know we said it, but this was such a good episode.
It was.
Should we jump into predictions?
Yes, predictions.
Oh my God.
And now, your AFTERBUZZ TV predictions.
I know we saw a lot of things happening on the teaser. What do you guys think?
Okay, I think that Sam and Mom are a team. They've set up the
Really?
entire thing. I think that Sam knew from the very beginning about everything and planned to be like this creep and send flowers.
That's a lot of work he's done then.
And I think that the mom and him have just known the entire time. And the mom says, listen, you have to go get her to sleep with you, get her to really trust you so that you can now be her alibi.
By the way, I'm 17. It's illegal.
Yeah, it's illegal. And then at court, totally turn it around and just,
Wow.
yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. Because Sam
Tess, any
is
predictions?
so sketchy. He's sketchy.
Yeah.
And another prediction is I'm pretty sure that Paul's bruise is going to go away because the makeup job was horrible.
It looked like you know when it rains outside and there's like a wet puddle and then you see a car that drips oil.
The oil.
Yeah, it was
That's
like
what it looked like.
it was like purple and red and like blue.
I thought it was Lady Gaga in front of her applause video. All that makeup.
Oh man,
Just kidding.
sorry, I just had to throw it out there. Okay.
I've never noticed like the makeup flaws before. Like I know you guys noticed that stuff really well, but that I was like, damn, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Okay, so I gotta say, I think Joss and Olivier. I think that there's gonna be more tension there and more attraction there, and I don't necessarily think they're gonna hook up next episode or something's gonna happen right away. But I think it's gonna cause trouble between her and Alex.
Yeah.
I think you're totally right, Jess. I think that Sam was setting up Karen all along. But I think it's like maybe another actor thing. Like I don't necessarily believe that lawyer right off the bat. I think that he's trying to lock her into saying that Sam was Karen's alibi, and then on the stand, all of a sudden be like, no.
Yeah,
I
no.
don't- And then so if you get caught, so if you just say you're alone, at least like there's some inch, of doubt. But if you say you're with somebody and then they find out
that
you're
house
lying.
has so many security cameras. Like
Seriously.
something's gotta catch her on there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to ruin your prediction, but I thought we saw that Olivier and Jocelyn were hooking up. It was a very brief moment.
Oh, in the
I
very
saw
next
that,
episode?
yeah.
Well, she wastes no time, does she? You're right. I did see
I
that.
don't know. You know, when Alex called her and said, "I'm sick, I can't come out," I was like, of course she's sick. I feel like every episode she's a little bit like whiny.
is.
Yeah.
Like, oh, the sun didn't come out.
You'd
right
think somebody
today.
who did so much yoga would have like a better aura about her.
Yeah, right.
Like positive
She's such a
outlook on
downer.
life. Yeah.
I predict that Jocelyn by the end of the season goes back to men. Although I like that she's giving it a nice try.
I think that she just needs a little taste of what love and feelings are, and then she's gonna go back to.
Yeah,
Maybe it'll make her a better woman, you know.
absolutely. Definitely. And I know that we're all better people after this podcast.
Yes.
We will see you guys next week. Again, I'm Jeffrey Masters. You can find me on Twitter or Instagram at JeffMasters1.
I'm Jessica Carroll, and you can find me at JessXOXOCarroll, RRL, on Twitter and Instagram.
I'm Tess Nielsen. You can find me at Tess Nielsen on Twitter and Instagram.
We'll see you next week. Thanks.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.